Hello and welcome back to Healthy Spouse, Healthy House. My name is Tony and my channel focuses on health, wellness, and relationships. I believe that there are 15 different areas of health that any one person can work on at any point in time in their lives. So each week I ask you to join me as I introduce, define, and discuss each one of those areas of health. And then in the end, we make plans and we make goals so that we can become healthier in those areas. So, y'all, welcome back. Welcome back to our conversation, right? It's been a minute, but welcome back to our conversation. And where did we leave off? We left off on parental health. Now, I know that I had made a post one day talking about how parental health, talking about parental health and how the rabbit hole goes deep. And that's because, y'all, the reason why I said it like that is because once you become a parent, you're a parent. That's it. You never stop being a parent once you become a parent. Once you decide to have children, those are your children for the rest of your life. Do you understand? Those are your children for the rest of your life. So this parental health thing, although it may look different starting off as they're, when they're babies or whatever, yeah, the dynamic changes, the relationship changes, but you're still a parent. And so it's like, well, how do you maintain that parental health throughout each and every, season of life that you are a parent, right? So anyway, see, I'm still in the little kid, big kid, teenage, preteen season of parenting, right? My kids are not adults and they're not babies anymore. And so it's like, that's where I am. And so when I talk about parental health, a lot of times I'm coming from that kind of point of view. So anyway, let's get on with the conversation. As you already know by the title of this video is talking about parental burnout. And this is a burnout that's specific to parenting and all it entails. Now, parental burnout is a real thing, y'all. And it happens to the best of us and it happens to the rest of us. And, that's whether you consider yourself a great parent or a good parent, or I'm just winging this thing. I'm just trying to figure out, I'm just going day to day trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to do today? Or whatever. But anyway, and some of us, we float from thinking, oh yeah, we on it, great parent. We float from great parent to good parent to like, oh yeah, we winging it today. So for some of us, we just like float through that. Anyway, so that's neither here and there, y'all. Oh my gosh, can't y'all tell I'm excited to be back? So anyway, so many of us have experienced parental burnout. Once you become a parent, like I said, you're a parent. So anyway, yeah, and we experience it in some way, form, or fashion. But before we talk about parental burnout, let's define parental health again. Just in case you have not watched my previous video when I was introducing the concept of parental health. So parental health is taking care of your personal health while creating healthy examples for your own children to follow. Also, creating a healthy environment for your children to thrive in while protecting them and providing for them. And those two things are key: protecting them and providing for them. So that's parental health, y'all. And so knowing all of that, which even though I only said a few words, right? But knowing all of that and just what those, few words represent and all the weight that it holds, you could just imagine how easily and how quickly parental burnout can occur. And because, there's just a lot to being a parent. There's a lot. So anyway, now let's define what parental burnout is. So parental burnout is, and this is parental burnout in a nutshell. So parental burnout is feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted and overwhelmed by your role as a parent. And it's going to look different in each of us, y'all. But there are gonna be some things that are gonna be constant, things that are gonna be, oh, okay, well, this is how it looks like for the most part across the board. And so that's what I want to bring to you today. I want to talk about, well, what does it look like in your life? And what are some of the signs and symptoms that you're experiencing parental burnout? So let's get right into it. So some of the signs and symptoms of parental burnout is, firstly, intense physical and mental exhaustion, just feeling tired all the time. And, this is, exhaustion is tired beyond like comparison. It's like you're just out of it. You get exactly what I'm saying, especially if you've experienced this before. I know with me, when I was nursing, when I was at that stage of parenting and I was nursing and everything, just feeling exhausted, just, my life changing from being able to sleep through the night to now I'm getting up every couple hours to nurse this baby. And of course, you're loving your baby and everything, but that does not take away the fact that you're exhausted. So that's one example I can give with that intense physical and mental exhaustion, just feeling tired. So next, irritability and frustration with so many things, like just being on top of being tired and being exhausted, just having to deal with not only whatever it is you're going through personally, but whatever it is your children are going through. And for some of us, it doesn't even matter. You can have one child, two children, whatever. I have 4 personally, and they are all their own people, and how you parent one is not how you parent the other. So next we have feelings of helplessness, hopelessness, or self-doubt, just constantly doubting yourself and like you're not making the right decisions and feeling helpless, like you can't do what it is you're supposed to do or need to do for yourself or for them. Next we have detachment or feeling alone in the world, and of course you have emotional detachment and things like that, like and exactly how that feels, just being emotionally detached from a situation or whatever. Next, you have loss of motivation and interest in activities you used to enjoy. And again, like I said, all of these things, I can go down the list and tell y'all all so many experiences that I've had experiencing parental burnout and having these same signs and symptoms, but not even knowing that was what was going on, And so I'm hoping that I can bring some light so that you can, kind of get an understanding that this thing is real, and that no, you're not alone, and that no, it's not an excuse or whatever or anything like that. No, you're actually going through something. So let's continue. Next, we have suicidal thoughts or escape ideation. Feeling trapped, feeling like, oh my goodness, is this my life? Is this going to be what my life is going to be like? Because you go from a life of, singleness to, or whatever, or being by yourself, to now you have this baby or these kids that you have to take care of. And for some people, you can feel that way at times, or you can feel that way at first. And also, I know for me, that escape ideation, feeling like I like, oh my goodness, like I can't do what I need to do for my kids, for my family, so they'll be better off without me type of thinking, So anyway, next we have increased frequency and intensity of conflict between parents. That was me too. All of this, I can go down the list. And next we have feelings of inadequacy, loss of sense of accomplishment as it relates to parenting. Again, like I said, all of these things. After that, let's get into some of the physical things, or the physical signs and symptoms. So sleep disorders, having insomnia, that was also me. Not being able to go to sleep, even when I needed to, even when my body was telling me to, I was not able to go to sleep because I was playing over in my mind what I needed to do and everything. And when the baby was asleep or when the kids were asleep, I'm up and I'm like, okay, well, let me watch my favorite show, or, and or let me clean this, or I gotta get the school clothes ready, or something like that, without just going to sleep. Headaches, neck pain, and muscle aches are other signs and symptoms. Same stuff that I experienced. And this was as I was experiencing postpartum and anxiety too. So all of that, and also changes in appetite. For some of us, we eat way less when we're experiencing these things, parental burnout. And for some others, we eat way more. So, guys, thank you for joining me in this video, and please come back next week. So we're going to talk about a more positive spin on these things. How do we cope with this? What types of things do we need to do or we need to put in place so that we don't have to experience parental burnout so much, or maybe, Lord, maybe at all. I don't know. But please come back, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye.